What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a new video. Today we are working on I believe it's an 02, might be an 03, might be an 04, Volvo S60 02. Just look at the tag. And we're having some problems with overheating, which isn't good. Hopefully there hasn't been any major damage done to it, but problems with overheating, and it's been slowly losing coolant. And the other day it just full on lost its coolant all over the driveway. This is not my car, by the way. It's a job I'm working on. Lost gallon and a half of coolant all over the driveway. So I believe we got hopefully it's just a blown hose. So we're gonna start with figuring out where the leak is. Then we're gonna fix the leak, top it up, get it running, and then see if it overheats. And then I'm sure it will. From there, we'll diagnose what the overheating is. It was happening during the winter, the overheating, so the customer tells me. And that, in my book, is probably hoping a thermostat. Could be a dead coolant fan, but hopefully it's just the thermostat went bad or something, and it'll be an easy fix. And then we're going to be changing the oil on it and hopefully sending it on its way. So I'm going to start tracing the coolant leak, which I just filled this up with water, and I'm going to start it up, keep topping this up with water just so everything's circulating in the engine and all the hoses, try and find my leak, and I'll pick back up when I figure out where the leak's coming from. All right, so quick little update. Been messing around with it. Filled this, let it run, get up to temp. Again, it's just filled with water because there's no coolant in it anyways, so it'll be switched out for coolant once everything's figured out. But fill that up, let it get up to temperature. Radiator fan is not kicking on like I thought. Checked all the fuses, they're good. Checked the actual harness here. It's getting 12 volts. And then I started looking at the signal wire right there into that one, and it is snapped off. So here's the back of the connector. You can see how corroded that is, and the wire just snapped off. So from what I believe, this is the signal wire. It doesn't have a relay on this, so I believe it's all controlled by the computer. And yeah, so we're gonna fix that signal wire. We're gonna restrip it, try and pull the connector out, clean it, resolder it, and put it back together. So hopefully we can pull the pin out of that, clean it up, and solder a new one in, and then put this back together. But also, I'm using my Power Probe 3 right there. This lets you, it hooks up to the battery power, and it also has a ground lead right there. So you can ground stuff out and you can power it up, or you can ground it out to test circuits. So this is a really nice tool to have. So basically, here's our main harness. Unplug it like that. And then we're gonna hook our ground lead up to it. And our positive lead lights up green because it's grounded. Hold the power. So you can hear that. The cooling fan's on, as you can see. So we know the fan motor is good. Something in this relay. So we're gonna start with fixing that little wire right there, hooking it back up, starting it, seeing if it works. If it works, great. Then we'll go from there and figure out where the leak is coming from. All right, so quick little update. Zip tied this hose out of the way just so I can make some room down here. Pulled out the dipstick. I cut off about 1/4 inch of that wire to get rid of the corrosion. You can see, let me see here. Nice and clean, no more corrosion on it. And this is all set. Check the connector. Nice and clean. I don't know why it won't focus. There you go, nice and clean. Then I took the connector that broke off. So that is right here. And I use a pick to just slowly work the actual pin, the connector out. And then I cut off the back. I'm gonna cover this in solder, cover the wire, and then solder these two together. Clip it back into the harness. Put some dielectric grease on it so it doesn't short out. And also, inside of this clip is this little plastic piece just to hold everything together. So you gotta pull that out too. And then I just used a little pick like that to work it loose. So now I'm just waiting for the soldering iron to heat up. We'll coat that wire in solder, coat the other tip, put the two together, melt them, put it back in, and then start it up and see if our fans work. All right, so there it is. Let me pull this back a little bit so you can see. So I just soldered both of the wires, got them nice and coated, and then I melted the two together. It's really hard to see. I wish it would focus on it. Here you go. Melted the two together. Not real pretty, but it's solid. It's not going anywhere. Bend it, and it's on there. So there you go. So now I'm going to put it back in the connector, cover this so it doesn't get all corroded, and we'll give it a test. All right, car's running. The water's fine. So I haven't put that back in the harness yet with a little connector, but I plugged it into the circuit, plugged this back in, started up with the AC on, and I do believe the fan is working now. Grab my light. See, there it is. Fan's working now. Turn it on and off as it should. So it ended up being that little signal wire. All right, so just finished soldering it up. And let's see here. Kind of see what I did. Looks pretty ugly, but just cut off the connectors, soldered the two together, heat shrunk them, electrical taped them. I put grease, dielectric grease on it before I wrapped them. I just zip tied it out of the way. So yeah, that's it for cooling fan. That ended up being why this was overheating. It was just getting too hot and it was puking out the excess through the overflow. They didn't know that, so they just kept adding more coolant so it looked like it had a leak when it really didn't. So, yep, that's gonna do it for that. So, if you found this helpful, let me know. I also just zip tied this out of the way to make a little more room to get down there because it's kind of tight. But it's all soldered up, good to go. So, that's it. Peace.